and thank you so much for coming. I'm Cassandra Johnson. I'm the store manager here at Walmart 2718, and we are pleased to welcome all of you ahead of the tax-free weekend and approaching school year. Walmart is ready to help customers prepare for an exciting back-to-school season with convenient shopping experience and everyday low prices. And teachers can get everything on the list in one place. Parents' top priority this year when shopping for back-to-school is making sure that the kids are happy with the supplies while being efficient as they can with their budget, which is more important than ever as Houstonians are feeling the impact of inflation. Walmart has the must-have items on the back-to-school checklist at low prices our customers can count on, with more than 100 of the top supplies available less than $1. We are proud to be partnering with Harris County Commissioner Rodney Ellis this tax-free weekend to ensure students and teachers have the supplies and resources they need to start the new year off. At this time, I would like to welcome to the podium Commissioner Rodney Ellis.
Thank you, and thank you, Walmart, for opening up to let us have this here today. So I have some special guests with me, and they are learning. I was telling them it's so important, in particular, to have young women out front. This is a press conference with a purpose, Noah. This is an important weekend. People, your parents and other people are going to shop until they literally drop. And back when I was a state legislator, I would have my compadre here, State Representative Ron Reynolds, to show up with me at press conferences to do this. We go to Walmart. When this bill was first signed, it was then Governor George Bush, and it was at Foley's. I guess that dates me, Representative. It was called Foley's downtown when we had that press conference. There are a lot of folks out there who are hurting right now, struggling to make ends meet because of inflation. That's going to be particularly hard for kids as they head back to school this year. The average family plans to spend $661 per child on back-to-school shopping. That's from Deloitte. Did you hear that? Average household will spend $661 to get you all back in school, so you better get some A's. That's up 8% from what it cost last year. The average teacher spends $550 each year on classroom supplies. With all of the economic insecurity out there, this is going to be a difficult month for a lot of people around Texas. But there's a little relief on the way. We appreciate Walmart opening up their store and having their consultants, their PR people help us with this. I'm here with one Texas legislator. There are several others who may come. Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee is trying to finish a press conference and get here as well. We're here to remind people that tomorrow through Sunday is sales tax holiday in Texas. As a Texas state senator, I was proud to pass the original legislation that created the sales tax holidays in Texas in 1999. That was a long time ago. When I first passed the legislation creating the sales tax holiday, the thinking was that working people, single moms, and families that were barely making ends meet needed a tax break as well. Representative Reynolds, Governor Bush was clearly pushing to do a property tax cut, and it was popular. The reality is most people in my Senate district at the time did not own property. They were renting. And that property tax relief bill would not have gone to people. It would not have benefited people who were renting. And since that bill passed, sales tax holidays have been the most significant taxpayer relief the state of Texas has had in 25 years for working class people. Unfortunately, our sales tax system in Texas is one of the most regressive and unfair ones in the country. Did you get that? Sales tax system in Texas is one of the most regressive in the country. A single working mom making minimum wage pays the same tax. Grab that backpack down there, Noah. Hold that one up. A working class mom making minimum wage will pay the same amount for that backpack in sales tax that Elon Musk has to pay for his kids. Hold it up, Noah, so they'll see it. Her mom will have to pay the same thing for that backpack and the same tax on it that Elon Musk will have to pay. That's why this sales tax holiday is so powerful. It helps everyone across the board. And every working person in Texas will be able to benefit from saving millions of dollars. Last year, working Texans saved $107 million in state and local taxes from the sales tax holiday. But we can do even better. So I'm here with Representative Ron Reynolds, his colleague, Representative Semfronia Thompson, who's the second longest serving member in the Texas House. She went to the State House when I was coming out of high school in 1972. She's agreed to be the lead sponsor of the House on that bill. I've made some calls to a few Senate members. We're going to find someone. It's time to update that legislation so it is meeting the needs of the 21st century. Here's my suggestion. We need to expand the sales tax holiday to make it longer so people don't have to wait in long lines during a pandemic or after a pandemic. We shouldn't have so many people waiting in lines. It will be packed this weekend. Florida's back to school tax holiday is 2 weeks. 2 weeks in Florida. Illinois has 10 days. A few other states have nearly a week. In Texas, we have 48 hours. Kids today are buying computers, right? You can't make it without a computer, am I right? Kids today are buying computers, or their parents are buying them, not just notebooks, not just a Big Chief tablet. We need to include electronic devices and increase the amounts that you can benefit from on your total purchasing. I filed a legislation to increase the limits and include electronic devices in the 81st legislature before I left Austin, but it failed. Updating the legislation is more important than ever. But when I passed this bill, Representative Reynolds, in 1999, $100 was equivalent to about $178 today. So it's time to update this legislation. I'm glad to be here with one of my former colleagues in the Texas House. He's doing a great job. I'm so proud of him, and I want to let him express his thoughts. And then I don't want my young ones to be bashful because we're going to pick a few up, but I want them to say who they are and why they think this sales tax holiday is important. Representative Reynolds. Clap.
Thank you, Commissioner Ellis. You know, Commissioner Ellis passed this legislation, one of the most significant pieces of legislation in this state back in 1999. Prince said it was a good year. You're going to party like it's 1999, and we're still celebrating today. I was in my third year graduating from law school that year, and I can tell you that as a parent of school-age children who are about to start the sixth grade, I don't know what grade you all are in, but you all look very smart. And when I talk to constituents, Commissioner Ellis, that are facing what we know is some inflation, and we see the record highs in gas prices, and thankfully they're starting to come down, but people are really struggling right now financially. A lot of people are still dealing with the effect and impact of COVID-19. So this sales tax holiday is so vitally important as parents send their children back to school. So we want to thank you, Commissioner Ellis, for your leadership and for your vision in 1999 to implement this sales tax holiday that is still in existence today. And I do think that the legislation that our Dean, Representative Semfronia Thompson, is going to sponsor in the next session, during the 88th session, needs to be passed. You know, we're dealing in the information age where these students are dealing with technology. They have iPads. That's virtual learning. They were using electronic devices. So it is time for us to amend that legislation so that they can be exempt during these sales tax holidays. So no longer are we just dependent on pen and paper, but we need to up the ante. And we do need to increase it. 48 hours is not nearly long enough. I'm very grateful that we have from Friday to Sunday, but we need to extend it at a minimum to a week so that parents who are working maybe on the weekends can purchase these items on the week. And so I just am so grateful for this opportunity. And I want to take this time to encourage all of the students to make sure that you put your best foot forward as you go back to school. And all the parents, make sure that you stay engaged in your children's lives. And we need to continue to make sure that we support meaningful legislation like this. And this should be bipartisan. We happen to be Democrats, but no one cares if you're a Democrat or Republican. This is an issue that all Texans should be able to pass and get behind. So thank you again, Commissioner Ellis, for your leadership. And I want to thank all of these young future leaders for standing here with us to celebrate another year of the sales tax holiday. Make sure you shop at Walmart and other good community citizens who open up their doors. Thank you, Walmart, for being a good corporate citizen. I know Commissioner Ellis could have chose anywhere to have this press conference, and he chose to be here today. So thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you, Representative Reynolds. So now, you young people, now make sure you get it, because the way we can expand the number of days and the number of items and the dollar amount would be to get Representative Reynolds' colleagues to support it as well, and get the governor supported. Right. So remember, it's not just a press conference. This is a press conference with a purpose. So before you all leave, if your parents let you, you're going to tell my staff members who you are. We're going to have you write letters. We're going to start a lobbying campaign. When I was in the legislature, lobbyists would drive me crazy. Now I'm a county commissioner. I'm going to drive them crazy. So we're going to start with Noah, who is bashful. Is this her first press conference? So just Noah, all you got to do is just say your age, your name and your age, because you're so special. Now, Mama, can I pick her up? I want you to know I have 3 little girls, and I wish I could pick that last one up. I can't. In '99, she was not born. So first press conference, my son was there, and he may have been about your age, and he was pretty bashful and angry. So all you got to do is tell him your name, and Mommy's going to film it.
My name is Noah, and I'm 6.
Oh. Great. Did we start something? Bashful? You want to tell them? If not, your big sister will. Don't do it. You know, I tell them the number one fear most people have is public speaking, so we work on it. Anybody else want to speak? Don't be bashful. Just say your name and say, I want a sales tax holiday in Greece. Anybody on the debate team? Any questions? Oh, good. Look at him. He's going to do it. I don't believe it. Oh, look at him. What's his name?
You got this.
What's his name? You got it. He has it. You say it.
My brother's Amani, and he's 5 years old.
And your name?
And my name's Andrew, but people call me Trip, and I'm 8 years old.
You just make sure you run against him and not me. Any questions? All right. Thank you all. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Noah. You did such a good job. Noah was the leader. Noah was the first one to come up here. That's so special. All right. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good job. Good job.